What's going on, guys? TTL here. Today I'm going to be going over my top 3 props for today. We went 3-0 yesterday, cashed that sleeper slip. It was like a 2.8x. Again, guys, I say we went 3-0, but I mean, some of those were like 1.4x, 1.35x. So it is what it is, though. We did technically go 3-0. We cashed that slip. I gave you guys that free 3-pick that I locked in. Hopefully you guys put 2 units on it as well. Would be up 3.5 units from that. Let's go 3-0 again today. Today I actually found 3 Prizepicks props that I love today. So we're going to be going over those 3 Prizepicks props today. But thank you guys so much for watching. Make sure you hit that thumbs up button, leave a comment down below, and hit that subscribe button, guys. We're getting in on that 18,000 subscriber mark. So I do appreciate you all. And let's get into this video. We're going to be using Outlier and DG Fantasy for our research today. For DG Fantasy, use code LIMIT for 25% off your first month. For Outlier, you can use my link in the pinned comment for a free week. I also do have a VIP, guys, where you get every single slip that I play myself posted in VIP, whether it's Prizepicks, UnderDog, Sleeper, Chalkboard, Betr. I do sportsbook stuff like money lines, spreads. We killed that yesterday. We absolutely crushed that. But I highly recommend it, guys. Go ahead and get signed up. You can use my Patreon link in the pinned comment down below. And yeah, let's just get into the video, guys. So again, you can use code LIMIT for 25% off of DG Fantasy. And what they do is they compare odds on sportsbooks compared to Prizepicks, UnderDog, or wherever it is you play. You can click pretty much any app available. I have this settled to just NBA, but they do pretty much every single sport that you would want to play as well. Sorry, my hair is kind of crazy right now. I didn't realize that. Looks like I just got out of bed, but I promise I didn't. I apologize. But if you scroll down a bit, I did find a play that I actually really like that the stats go with as well. And if we scroll down, we can see Sengun points and rebounds under 31.5. So they are giving this a 53.34% odds to hit. The odds to hit is strictly based off of the sportsbook odds that they're giving it. We can see, I think this is FanDuel. Yeah, FanDuel already has this at 30.5, minus 132 to go under. Other sports books have this at 31.5. It's around minus 133, minus 135 to go under. I think this could bump down to 31 or even 30.5 on Prizepicks before games start as well. So let's take a look at it. Again, we're going to take his under 31.5 points and rebounds right here. And let's take a look at Outlier and take a look at this play. So Sengun, under 31.5 points and rebounds. Again, we can see all the odds right here. And the first thing I'm going to look at, obviously when you click it, it shows the last 10. We can see he's cashed in 8 of the last 10. But one of the first things that I look at is the opposing team's defense. We can see they are 4th in the league for least amount of rebounds allowed and 15th in the league for least amount of points. Versus centers, this actually gets better on both of these. 3rd least rebounds, 8th least points, with an average of around 27.9, 28. Actually, it's 28.4. My apologies. For some reason, I thought that was a 10.3. But 28.4 points and rebounds. So obviously, that's 3 less than his 31.5 number. And then we can also see in 2023, he's gone under this in 60% of games, 34 of 57 total games. In the head-to-head matchup, he's gone against them 5 times. He's went under all 5. This year, he's went against them twice. One of these was just 6 days ago, and he got 29 PR in both games against them this year. When we take a look and go from all games this season to just away games, we can see it's around the same. We go from 34 of 57, 60% to 16 of 27, 59%. So again, it's still very similar whether he's away or at home. The Rockets are 8.5-point underdogs in this game today. They're not really missing anybody new. Eason is still gone. He still has a 60% hit rate without Eason, 65% in away games. Doesn't change too much for him. He's shooting around 15 field goal attempts per game, with 2 of those being 3-pointers, and he's getting around 9 rebounds per game. So I personally have him projected for around 8 to 10 rebounds and I have him projected for around 20 points. So I have him getting 28 to 30 PR, but I also think that he could go as low as like 20 PR with how the Suns defense is this year. It really just depends on if he's hot with his shots or not. That's really just what it comes down to. We can see his points line is at 20. So again, I do think he gets around 20 points. His rebound line is at 10.5. Obviously very favored for the under. I think he gets 7 or 8 rebounds and that 20 points though. So I think he's going to end with 28, 29 PR today. I'm loving this under though. Let's lock it in. There's a reason it's at 30.5 on FanDuel already, and I definitely think it'll get bumped to 31 on Prizepicks. Next up, I hate to say this if I'm being honest, but the stats point to it. I hate saying this, but it's the most popular play of the day on Prizepicks, and it's Draymond Green over 0.5 3 points made. We can see 92.8 thousand people have taken this play today. Pretty far above the second play, which is Steph Curry 5 assists. 21,000 more people have taken it. I didn't even realize that a protected play. That's awesome. I'll definitely be using that later today. But Draymond Green over 0.5 3 points made. Let's take a look at it. Let's take a look at why I like this one. So we can already see it's minus 120 on FanDuel, minus 130 on DraftKings, minus 137 on Caesars. Last 10, he's cashed this in 8 out of 10, and he's cashed this in 8 straight games. In 2023, he has cashed this in 67% of games, 22 of 33. And in away games, he's cashed this in 61%, 11 of 18. Wiggins is out today. Without Wiggins this season, he's cashed in 3 out of 4. And the Knicks, 3-point defense, they're 13th in the league, but versus power forwards, they're 26th in the league for 3 points allowed. So I am loving this. We can see he shoots around 3 attempts per game. All he's got to make is one of them. Again, he's cashed this in 8 straight games. I think today is going to be number 9. Obviously, I will say be aware that it's Draymond Green and it's 3 points. And it's the most popular play of the day. And he's cashed 8 times in a row. So even though he's cashed 8 times in a row, some people would say, oh, he's due to go under because he went over 8 times in a row. I still think he's favored to go over personally. I still like the over here. He's going over most games this season. Again, around 2 out of 3 games this season, 22 of 33. So I'm loving it. Let's lock it in, especially without Wiggins tonight. And then our third and final play of the day is going to be Vassell, Devin Vassell, over 25.5 points and rebounds. So this is versus OKC. And let's take a look. 25.5 points and rebounds. Minus 122 on FanDuel, minus 120 on DraftKings, and minus 125 on Caesars. We can see over his last 10, he's cashed this in 6 out of 10. And in 2023, he's cashed this in 41% of games, 22 of 54. Again, first thing we're going to look at is the defense for OKC, the opposing team. They are 25th in the league for rebounds allowed, so they allow a ton of rebounds. 11th in points allowed, so they are almost a top 10 team. They're 11th in points allowed. But with versus shooting guards, they are 19th in rebounds allowed and 28th in points allowed. Typically allowing around 37-ish points and rebounds, 2 point guards, shooting guards. We can see he has cashed this in 5 straight games at home, which we'll look at in a second. But he is shooting 15 field goal attempts per game, 7 of those being 3-pointers, and he's averaging 4 rebounds per game. At home, he goes from a 41% hit rate to a 64% hit rate. And again, he's cashed in 5 straight games at home as well. Still shooting around 16 field goal attempts per game, but he does go up from, actually no, it's around the same, my bad. Around 7 or 8 3-pointers as well, and around 4 rebounds still. Obviously, players do tend to play better at home, so I do like seeing that as well. He doesn't really foul very often, so he shouldn't get into foul trouble. The most fouls he's had in any game at home is 3. Any game this season actually is 3 at home or away. So not really worried about him getting into foul trouble. He's been pretty consistent with like 33 to 39 minutes, somewhere between 30 and 39 minutes per game. So I think he should get 30 plus minutes tonight. And I'm really loving this, honestly. So let's go ahead and lock it in, guys. Let's lock it in with confidence. Devin Vassell over 25.5 points and rebounds. That's going to be our third and final play of the day. Let's lock them in. Thank you guys so much for watching. Make sure you hit that subscribe button, and I'll see you in the next video.